Alvo is a game I'm sure you've all heard of. Anyways, here's my take on it. Alvo originally released back on the PSVR2 in 2021 at the price of $29.99 and later come to Meta. Initially I was very disappointed with the PSVR1 release, not because I didn't enjoy the game, but more so I felt the price tag was high for what you got. So initially I felt my purchase was an investment in what the game could potentially become. So fast forward 2 years and Alvo has made its way to the PSVR2. But has it improved? I'll be going over today what the game offers and if I think it's worth the price tag. First things first, let's get the price out of the way. If you're like me and you bought the game on the PSVR1, then fortunately you only need to pay a small upgrade fee of $3.99. Although if this is your first time picking up Alvo, then it is $15.49. So still cheaper than when it originally came out on the PSVR1, although they did lower the price to $11.99 on the PSVR1. Now we've got all that out of the way, let's actually get to the game. So let's rewind back to 2021 and let you know what I thought of the game then, as I feel it's beneficial to the review. So when Alvo initially released, as stated, due to the price and lack of content, I was pretty disappointed. Sure, the gameplay was fun, but it was still finding its feet. I played roughly 30 hours until I eventually stopped. At the time there were some issues that required ironing out, and so I just left it and didn't return. Now we're here with the PSVR2 release and I'm happy to say Alvo has never been better. So the graphics are still pretty much the same, although the hand model looks a little bit updated and some other textures also look better. But other than that, it's not going to blow you away graphically. Yet I'm a firm believer that graphics are not everything when it comes to VR. Gameplay wise, it's still as fun as it was back in 21, although I'm finding it more enjoyable with the sense controls. At heart, this is an FPS multiplayer, therefore you can expect to see modes like Free for All, Search and Destroy, Team Deathmatch and Hardpoint. There is also a Zombies mode in which you survive against hordes while doing some capture objectives. I've always enjoyed FPS multiplayer games and I'm happy to say Alvo will scratch that FPS itch. There is tons of progression from leveling up to purchasing and customising weapons. Matchmaking is quick and lobbies are filled with bots if there is no one in the lobby, yet the bots do vanish once a set amount of players arrive. As always in my reviews I go over the settings and I'm happy to say Alvo delivers on comfort settings, from snap turning to smooth and many others that will make your experience one to enjoy. Going over the customization of guns, you can see there is a whole arsenal to choose from. Each weapon can have one underbarrel attachment and a sight. You can also add a camo and offset your weapon if required. There is also perks to choose from. Some of these are very reminiscent to perks from another game, so you may feel familiar with them. You can also change your throwables and there are some alternative kill streaks. Yeah, I found the default ones to be pretty decent. You're also able to change your character skin to make yourself feel a little bit more unique. Overall, Alvo has come a long way since its initial release, which now makes my purchase back in 21 seem like a decent investment. However, I did run into a couple of issues, but not too many. The only issues I really had was when reloading a clip it got stuck in my hand and wouldn't let me place it in the gun or drop it. However, it eventually just corrected itself, so that's good. Also, when opening the game it got stuck in a loading loop, but closing and reopening fixed this. I've only experienced this a couple of times, but I felt it was worth mentioning. So I can safely say I'm thoroughly enjoying my time with Alvo and I can see myself playing this for some time. And with the developers still hard at work to keep expanding and adding more content, I feel it's definitely worth picking up. They currently have a roadmap to add more to the game. It's also worth noting that the game does offer crossplay, so if you have friends on the PSVR 1, 2 or Quest, you can squad up and it will eventually be available on Steam. So that's it. I highly recommend Alvo. It's worth the price tag and I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun with this one. If you've enjoyed this video, as always, give it a like and share it about. If you want to see more, then drop a follow and look out for the next video. Take it easy.